life has changed. It's changed a lot. You know a little bit about it, but as you know, Rusty and I go away for 2 weeks in January.
Yeah.
So a bit of sunshine. We used to take a couple of the girls with us and just chill.
Yeah.
4 days having arrived in Barbados, Rusty didn't feel too good. And then within a week she was in emergency care. She had grown from her usual slim self to the size of a lady that was 9 months pregnant, literally. It was frightening. Life changed. From, you know, I wouldn't say not a care in the world, but an easy life. Lots of hard work, my great partner, and suddenly it went wobbly. So we then came back, we were emergency freighted, I was going to say freighted, that's probably not the right word. Emergency ambulance back, and she went straight into the oncology ward and still there. Pulling through, things are looking really good, but it's been one hell of a journey for her and for me in my own way. So.
And what was it, Charlie? Will you share that?
It's called a lymphoma cancer.
Right.
Aggressive lymphoma.
Right.
But they've been brilliant. Nurses, brilliant. Southampton General, brilliant.
So how long has Rusty been in there? It's several months, isn't it?
Longer, since the beginning of February.
Wow. Okay, so we're now into June.
Complications. She has something called Barrett's esophagus, and it just got worse and worse. But we're pulling through.
Wow.
So I thought, because I wanted to go and see her every day. So that means a trip out so I had mornings to sort of get my head together. So I looked at my life, in all honesty, and thought, what am I going to do? I might not have Rusty with me. And I thought, I've got to keep busy. So I asked Sam if he'd come and help me in the mornings. Thank God for Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
And I said, come on, let's make this mess.
Because this was rammed. Every time I've been here, I mean, you can barely move.
So we started to build vignettes, I suppose.
Okay.
This was the first one we did. So we turned this from a warehouse into our showroom.
Okay.
It's only open by appointment. And I suddenly looked at some of the fabulous stock I've got. I mean, these Gillows tables are just sensational.
Oh, yes. I've seen that one before, the Gillows.
And I suddenly started to really enjoy coming here, and it took my mind off the obvious problems.
Was it kind of cathartic for you then, Charlie?
Very much so.
Yes.
And it was great because I filmed it every day and took it into Rusty.
Right.
Which was good for her. She said, we should have done this years ago. I said, I know, but that's just the way we are. And it's been brilliant. And she's enjoyed every time I've gone in.
Yeah.
When she's been able, we've showed her the photos. My dear David.
Yeah, I got you.
You might dent the lamp. And it's been really good. And of course, now she's recovering and things are looking good. She's really enjoying it, and we're enjoying it. And I've made sales already to private clients who've said, this is amazing. Where's all this stock been? But it's been piled in here.
But it is amazing, isn't it? And I know what it's like, Charlie, from moving an antique shop around. You move one piece and everything is thrown out of kilter. Yeah. So
even
displaying...
Our fitness, young man of 20 years old is going home at the end of each day going, I'm absolutely done for.
And you've got Emma here working away as well.
For the first time in years has now got some space to work with.
Oh, you must appreciate that, Emma.
I do very much.
Yeah, because I've seen you working here and basically climbing over chests of drawers.
Yes.
He's terrible, isn't he? But he's really sorted it out.
This is fantastic.
Isn't it good? It's funny how life, I don't know, knocks, changes, and you adapt and things improve in certain areas.
You try and make the best of a bad job.
Yeah.
Or you sink.
Yeah.
So I'm not into sinking.
No.
So, and all my friends and people like Emma have been fantastically supportive.
Yeah.
We just cracked on, and suddenly I'm looking at something. I think I'm really proud of this.
Yeah, it does look fantastic. It really does, Charlie.
And people can come here and enjoy it. They might not buy anything, but they can actually enjoy what's here.
Yeah.
And talking about this was going to be our front cover piece, not Emma. Even though Emma would make a very good
she would,
cover, but she's not old enough. And this I bought with Rusty 4 or 5 months, and it was going to be the front cover of her next book,
Right.
which has been cancelled.
Yeah.
But it's just going to market, and it's going to be in our next newsletter. But that, to me, it's not a wonderful work of art, but isn't it just beautiful to look
It
at?
really is, yeah.
And it's based on Gilbert and Sullivan.
Oh.
And the gentleman who painted Jules Price did a lot of theatre sets, but he exhibited at the Salon and at the Royal Academy. And this is the lady, the lass that loves a sailor, watching her beau or husband heading off into the sunset.
Oh, how lovely.
But how romantic is that?
It really is.
Original frame.
Yeah.
I just think that's glorious.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it good? So, life moving on, plans. What's the next stage?
Don't want to jump ahead of myself. Well, this has been great. We're hoping that we might soon get Rusty home,
Yeah.
and that I'm just going to give my time to her, and I'll work in the morning still.
Okay.
And we're restoring things I found that I've owned for 5, 10, 20 years.
You've probably
as
forgotten,
just seen,
you've forgotten you'd owned them.
I am still spending money and
Yeah.
buying things, but I'm being a very much better boy.
Are you?
I am.
I can't believe you would ever be a good boy, Charlie. Ever.
Well, yeah.
Come on.
But I have-
Rusty's going to be watching this video and she will agree with me. You've never been a good boy.
Well, I've always been a good boy, actually. But I'm enjoying it much more because I'm not buying too much, and I'm actually
Yeah.
enjoying looking like these fantastic cardboard soldiers.
Yeah.
They were stuck upstairs.
Right.
Suddenly I'm looking
Yeah.
at them thinking, aren't they wonderful?
Yeah.
And I've decided this is how I want to run the next 5 years of my life.
It's almost like it's sort of given you a new lease of life in some ways.
Yeah. And you've got to, as I said earlier, you've got to look for something out of bad. And
Yes.
something always comes out. If you look hard enough, it's always there. So that's what I do.
I think that's good advice for life generally.
Totally. Let's just hope it works out.